Am I the asshole for not wanting to have my ex's stepdaughter some weekends? I, 32 female, have an 11-year-old daughter with my ex. We divorced 2 years ago because he cheated. He is now with the other woman and is married to her. She has a daughter who will be 11 soon. Ex's Mill is sick and his wife has been going to stay some weekends to take care of her. Ex works weekends, nights, usually, and he asked me if I would take his stepdaughter those weekends his wife is gone. He framed it as being more time for the girls to bond. I said no. He called it unfair because I gave it no consideration. I told him I didn't need to consider it and that my answer was no. He said our daughter might say she wants it if I ask her and that they would throw me some cash for it. Eventually, after I came down hard on my no, he said the reason he wants me to do it is our daughter has chosen not to have a close relationship with his stepdaughter and he thinks my interacting with her and welcoming her into my home would cultivate our daughter's willingness. I asked him was she mean or rude to the girl. He said no reluctantly and I told him that was all I was willing to interfere in and I am not responsible for cultivating our daughter's relationship with his stepdaughter. I told him the discussion was over. He and his wife are pissed about my refusal and say I would be helping them out while they're in need. Am I the asshole for not wanting to take her on occasional weekends?
Not your problem. Also, you have no reason to believe his story about the girls needing quality time. Is that true or are he and his nay wife looking for a cheap, free babysitter?
Not the asshole at all. Your daughter needs one-on-one time with her mom. It's just fair if she's asked to split her time with you with this girl. Particularly if she does not like her. She's an individual. They are not a package deal just because their parents are married. Your ex is only asking this to convenience him. You need to do what is best for your daughter.
Not the asshole laughing my ass off dude cheated on you and the woman homewrecked your marriage with him. And they think they can ask you for anything. Bruhhhhhhh I can't help but laugh, this is so funny. Not your problem at all, not your kid, and they don't deserve shit from you.
What did I just read? Your cheating ex is pressuring you to babysit homewrecker's kid? Not the asshole. You know that, just be strong about it.
He thinks my interacting with her and welcoming her into my home would cultivate our daughter's willingness. He might be right, but that's still about 1,000,000 miles from being a problem you need to solve. You're not responsible for his other kids, step or otherwise. His childcare issues aren't your issues, except where they relate to your child. Not the asshole.
Not the asshole. He said our daughter might say she wants it if I ask her. He said the reason he wants me to do it is our daughter has chosen not to have a close relationship with his stepdaughter. Well, if that isn't a contradiction.
So he cheated on you and both cheaters somehow expect you to help them in time of need? Are they high? Like, do they not know what they did to you and your daughter? Ridiculous. Also, please look into why your daughter doesn't want a relationship. I mean, after 2 years there's got to be a reason. Don't wanna list all possibilities, but maybe she's getting bullied or has some resentment towards her dad or something. No need to get her to be nice, but at least get to know why. Not the asshole.
Not the asshole, not your kid, not your problem. Let her family figure it out.
Easy, not the asshole. She isn't your responsibility. No reason to have to help him with his problems.
Not the asshole. They aren't your kid and you aren't your ex's babysitter.
NTA, yes, it might help them bond, but it also could make your daughter resent you if she isn't getting along with her stepsister and the adults force her into it.
Tears of joy, tears of joy, tears of joy. I don't mean to laugh, but the audacity of some people never fails to amaze me. The people who had an affair which broke up your marriage are in need of your help. I would be so ashamed I would never even have the nerve to ask you. Not the asshole.
Not the asshole. When he married the new wife, he knew he was gaining a second daughter. The fact that his plan for a happy little family aren't working out is not your issue. He's made his bed and now he has to lie in it. It might be an idea to check with your daughter why she and her stepsister don't get on, just to make sure that it is plain and simple incompatibly rather than anything untoward. Also, probably doesn't need saying, but keep an eye on the situation. It sounds like your ex is putting the blame for the two girls not being besties on your daughter, which could lead him to resent your kid and treat her as a second-class citizen when she's with him.
Not the asshole. This woman had an affair and married your husband and wants you to watch her child. Bahahaha. Yeah, that would a hard no. I can't believe he had the balls to ask.
Not the asshole. Oh, you cheated and now with the woman you cheated on me and want me to look after her kid. Think you need to go to the hospital, mate, as you've clearly had a fall and whacked your head recently.
Not the asshole. Not your responsibility.
Absolutely not the asshole, especially because your daughter doesn't want her there either. Your ex has some balls to even ask, emo.
Well, ex certainly has big brass beals. It's kinda hilarious. Not the asshole. Great that you maintained the hard no.
Not the asshole. If he wants the girls to bond, he can take them on a trip somewhere himself. This girl is not your family or responsibility.
Not the asshole at all. Your ex had the effrontery to try to make you responsible for facilitating a relationship between your daughter and his affair partner's daughter. He can kick rocks. Not the asshole. I'm sorry about the mill, but his wife needs to schedule her own life. She could drop an 11-yo off at friends or relatives' house. If she doesn't have any, she can hire a babysitter.
Why is cultivating a relationship your problem? Couldn't be less your business.
Not the asshole. No Peter T. Nope. He needs to hire a babysitter for his other stepkid and you keep your daughter those weekends. This is not acceptable and steps over boundaries you clearly placed in 1, divorcing, and 2, anyone else would have as well.
Not the asshole. It isn't your responsibility to help out, or to cultivate a relationship between the two girls.
Not the asshole. Your boundaries are fine and their situation is not your emergency.
Seriously, not the asshole. You are under no obligations to watch other people's children.
The only important person here that should be considered is your daughter. It's her time with you. That's the only bonding that anyone should be focusing on. You and her. That's it. Not the asshole. It sounds like he and the wife are looking at you to be childcare. You are not responsible for their child. This sounds like he doesn't want to care for his stepdaughter and expects you to step up and do it. Let me guess, you, and probably new wife, did most if not all of the childcare. He never rearranged his schedule or called into work when she was sick or had a dentist appointment. Now he's annoyed that, after he fired you from the caregiver role, you won't jump right back in at his beck and call. He's trying to guilt you into it with the whole, they need to bond. No, they don't. Some step-siblings are close, others are not. Blended family dynamics are difficult. It is not your responsibility to facilitate that for him.
Not the asshole. He cheated on you and then married the same woman. You owe him less than nothing. He's taken advantage of you way too many times already. FK that guy.
So the dude who cheated on you wants you to take his affair partner's kid. Not the asshole.
Ditto. Not your kid, not your problem. He just wants a free childcare for him and the woman who broke up your marriage. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Not your kid, not your problem. Ballsy of him to ask you like that. Not the asshole. ROFL, the audacity of some people. After all he's already done to you, how he ever considered it reasonable to ask you to look after this child, whose mom had a 50-50 role in destroying your relationship, is ridiculous. Not the asshole. Wow, I wonder how he sits down with balls that big. Cheats on you and then wants you to babysit her kid? That's bonding time for you and your child. You are responsible for your child only. They want free child care clearly. Alternately, you could charge $35 an hour rolling on the floor laughing.
A key thing I heard in divorce counseling for a very similar situation was, you are not responsible for making your child have a relationship with stepmom, stepsib. Your only responsibility is to not get in the way of that developing. This is not your job. Your daughter aside, how terrible would it be for you to have to take care of affair partner's kid? Good Lord, how terribly uncomfortable would it be for that kid herself? You only need to tell your daughter you support her having a relationship with him if she likes. No bad-mouthing him or snide remarks. Then if she wants to, great, it's up to your ex to facilitate it. Not the asshole.
Info. Also, if the new wife is going to her mom's because she is sick, I have to imagine she's not super contagious since she's home during the week, so why can't she just take the kid with her? NTA. You owe them no kindness. You're being a co-parent to your joint daughter. The mistress's daughter is no concern of yours. She can go with her mother or her bio dad if her mother doesn't want to take her. Or, they can pay for childcare. No matter what, not your problem, so you aren't the solution. He wants a free babysitter.
Not the asshole. I'm amazed they expected you to say yes. Some people are really delusional.
Not the asshole. Your husband's stepdaughter is not your responsibility. If your daughter is having trouble bonding with her new stepsister, then being able to be with her mom alone might be exactly what she needs. She had nothing to do with your divorce and she didn't ask for a new stepmom and stepsister. I also find it interesting that after he asked for help watching her because of illness and work, he then switched reasons to, it would help them bond. The only time you should consider this is if your daughter expresses that it's what she wants.
Not the asshole. Maybe his side piece would be willing to babysit. Not sure the current wife would be into that, but it feels just as ballsy to ask. Not the asshole. Shusha's not your child, so why would you look after her? He wants them to act all happy families, but if he wanted them to be close, he shouldn't have cheated. I am assuming her unwillingness to get close stems from the fact that she is the affair partner and the affair partner's daughter. NTA. The audacity of a cheater to still expect favors from you. Not the asshole. Not the asshole so hard that I am applauding you for keeping your foot down. The audacity of some people.
Not the asshole, and your ex is hilarious. Not the asshole. I can't believe the audacity of this entitled douche canoe.
Not the asshole. I am shocked the ex's wife is cool with this. Plus, how in the hell are they even mad? This is their problem, for all the crap they pulled on you and to feel slighted that you didn't help, the entitlement. Where's the father in all this? Why not give him or his family grief? I would just enjoy my time with daughter and don't give them a second thought. Make sure these holes don't try to mess with the custody. Good luck.
Not the asshole. I'm surprised he had the gall to ask.
Not the asshole. They are. You aren't a babysitter.
Not the asshole. Nothing like trying to force a familial relationship, which usually ends in strong resentment. Especially with a step-sibling. Also, no means fucking no. You did the right thing, by standing your ground.